Hello and welcome to this walkthrough of the Christmas Workbook product available on the Teachers Pay Teachers website from the Lavender Learning Resources store. This particular workbook is targeted to students in the upper primary grades. Check out the videos for the middle and lower primary grades if you're looking to differentiate a little bit. This is the front cover. If you printed this onto cardboard, you could even make this into a craft activity itself. You can see that I've picked the details out in red and green, but you could print this in black and white and then have students add colourful details, either three-dimensional collage materials or just colouring in themselves and adding drawn details to make each book personal. The first activity in the book is an encoded message using this Christmas tree letter code, and the message is here at the bottom of the page. It's the same as the middle primary message. There's a level of visual discrimination required in identifying which tree matches which letter. There's also a find a word or a word search in here. This is the most difficult from the three books. As you can see, there are 20 words in the word search. The grid is quite small, and the words run horizontally from left to right, but also vertically both from top to bottom and from the bottom to the top for a few of these words. So a little bit more difficult than the other two booklets. This activity is a matching activity, matching a mathematics question to the solution to find out which child is getting each gift. In the upper primary book, the task is to look at square numbers and solve those. The middle primary book has times tables or multiplication facts, which are quite a bit easier than this. And then the lower primary one is simple addition facts. So this is definitely the most complicated, but still not overly difficult if students know their square numbers or understand how to turn these into multiplication facts too. The symmetry activity includes 4 shapes where students need to draw the other half of the symmetrical shape and then add their own symmetrical decorations. This page is Christmas riddles. The answers are at the bottom, so students can just match them up. Great for a bit of a laugh. As I said in some of the other videos about the products for the lower and middle primary, they are also great to test other students from other classes or to put into bonbons that you might make for your family or friends, or Christmas crackers. So the answers are there on that page for students, so they're not coming up with those from thin air. The next activity, spot the difference. 10 differences. Again, the answer code's included, but this time it's at the back of the booklet. The next activity is finding the Christmas greetings from around the world and matching them to the names of the countries that they come from. A bit of cultural awareness and something different to learn there. And this activity here, the workshop word problems, is unique to the upper primary workbook. Quite tricky verbal reasoning problems. Which elf is being described using some characteristics? Which sleigh would arrive last to the workshop, and which word in this other language would mean Christmas. So a bit of thinking involved there. And then the Christmas colouring activity here at the end. The first top section there is to be created as a colourful pattern, and then at the bottom of that page they're invited to create their own Christmas phrase using bubble writing like that one there or something like that, and then surrounding it with patterns as well. So the idea is to fill the space with colour. And then at the end, of course, some answers just in case some of those are a little bit tricky, and that's the workbook in a nutshell. If you'd like to purchase this book, I'll just come back to the top screen here. If you'd like to purchase this book, I will put the link in the description of this video. And if you think it's a bit tricky, then do check out the other 2 videos, one for middle primary and one for lower primary, just to see if they're a little bit easier. And if that is the case, let me know. I'm happy to work with you to create a product that works for your particular mix in your class or home. So I hope that's been helpful so you can see what's involved and make a decision about whether this book might work for your upper primary classroom or your upper primary child.